In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your first Copilot. Now, if you are using Copilot for the first time, make sure that you have Microsoft 365 tenant and you have Copilot Studio license available. If you do not have a corporate license or you might have not bought a license, then you can try out Copilot Studio. Microsoft gives you 30-day trial for trying out various Copilot features and functionalities. Now, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to create a new Copilot. Copilot is basically, just assume that it's a bot. You are building a bot which can help you resolve a specific issue or a topic. Now, the first copilot which we are going to build, we are going to explore various components. Now we are just going to scratch at a surface level. Now this is not a deep dive session, this is just like getting familiarized with various interface options of the authoring interface. Now we are going to build a simple copilot, we are going to publish the copilot, and if time permits we'll publish the copilot to a channel which is a demo website. Now I'm just going to jump into the demo section quickly. Okay, so to start with Copilot, now the URL is copilotstudio.microsoft.com. So let me type in copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Now there is another URL which, if you want to access the very latest and the greatest component, you can access copilotstudio.preview.microsoft.com. Now here I'm accessing copilotstudio.preview.microsoft.com to get access to the latest Copilot Studio feature. Now, when Copilot Studio logs in, it will log in to specific environment. Now, remember, before you even start building any Copilot, it's a good practice to check which environment are you in. If you are not in the right environment, you need to make sure that you go into the right environment. Okay, so in my case, I'm in Girish Preview US environment. Now I can build Copilot in all this different environment. Now this is the right environment for me, so I'll just select this environment for time being. Now this is fine, so this is the Copilot environment I'm in. Now you will be taken into the home page, okay, when you start. Now you might have seen this dark interface, right? Now why it is coming, because if I click on settings and go to general setting, I have my dark mode on. Now I will just turn off the dark mode just to show you how the application looks like, how the authoring interface looks like in a plain mode, and this is not a dark mode. Now here in the home screen, there are like a lot of things happening within the home screen. So we have this home screen. On the top part here, you can put in your prompts to describe the copilot you want to create. Here you will see all the recent Copilot which you have built. Now, if you're accessing it for the first time, this will be blank. And on the bottom, you will see start with the learning template. So here you will find all the list of templates available to extend or build the Copilot. Now, if you scroll down, you will find a lot of learning resources. Now, these are very good learning resources supported by Microsoft Learn. So, if you get time, please explore this particular resources. So you will get more hands-on experiences while accessing these resources. So this will give you a good jump start. Now, to start creating a copilot, there are multiple options through which you can create a copilot. Now I'm going to cover that in a separate video whereby I'll show you how to create a copilot and then what are the different pathways through which you can navigate to create a copilot. But just to keep things simple, what I'm going to do, I'll just click on create over here and I'll click on new copilot. So in this page there are two options, new copilot and new copilot action. New copilot action I'm going to show you in separate video, but let's start looking into copilot creation. So it says create a copilot that leverages end-to-end gen AI for task completion, knowledge sharing, analytics, and more. So if I click on new copilot, then it will give you a nice interface. Basically, it will give you an interface to it's kind of you're building copilot from a copilot, right? So this is again a Gen AI screen whereby you can ask your, like, you can put your recommendation on how you want the copilot to be built. Now take for example, if I'm building a copilot, so I'll just say create a copilot for cleaning and maintenance services for hotel industry. Okay, so let's assume this is our case. Okay, so I'm just drafting a command. If I'm just putting my prompt and I'm telling the copilot that I want to create a copilot for cleaning and maintenance service for hotel industry. Now if I click on send over here, then if you see that it tries to process this information, and then from there it says, great choice, your copilot will provide cleaning and maintenance service tailored for the hotel industry. Do you have any instruction on how your copilot should assist? Example is specific tone. So I would say, I want copilot to behave in a more formal manner. Okay, so the more precise you give the prompt, the more precise it will give you that response back. Now we have told copilot our requirement, and then copilot again come up with a question that says, where should the copilot find more important information? We can provide a knowledge source, or we can provide a documentation where this all the services and maintenance related instructions are there, if we have a website for a specific company. If not, that's fine. Okay, so I'll say I don't have anything, so we have provided this information. Now, on the right hand side, if you see that Copilot has understood something, okay, based on our conversation. Now it says the primary language is English, provides cleaning and maintenance services tailored for hotel industry, maintains a formal tone while assisting with cleaning and maintenance service for the hotel industry. So we are giving basically an instruction for Copilot to create this particular Copilot. Now I'm gonna say that. So maybe I'll just say the location for our hotel are in North America and Australia regions only. So I'm just providing some more information. So if you have more precise information, then you can start giving those information, and then Copilot will keep that in the context. Now here I have an option to edit the language. Now think about it, like if you do not want this copilot to be in an English language, you can select Spanish, Portuguese, French, Dutch, Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, Italian, German, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Hindi. So you can get all these languages which act as a primary copilot language, but in for the interest of this demo, I'm just going to keep it English. So I'll click on save, and now I'm okay with it. Okay, let me create it. Now we are building our first copilot over here. Now, as you see in the screen, it says setting up your copilot. Now the copilot is like kind of almost ready after this screen comes out of setting up the copilot. Now there are other things which you need to be mindful of, that we are just created this copilot and we are just scratching the surface, but you can build a lot of complex functionality. You can make the copilot behave in some fashion, and you can make use of various settings which are available within the copilot interface. Now if you see over here in the screen, it has given you some basic set of information, like if you see the name, it is showing as copilot, description is loading, instructions is loading. Now it will slowly start populating this information. Okay, now it has provided the information in the description. It has put something in the instructions as well. It says maintains a formal tone while assisting with cleaning and maintenance services for the hotel industry. Now if you see in the screen, this part is the menu for Copilot Studio. This part will list down whatever Copilot you have, and this is the context of the Copilot which you are currently working on, and this is the test area. Okay, so if you want to test something, go test here. If you want to edit the metadata or parameters, go here, and if you want to change into different Copilot, you can go into this option. Okay, so this is how you read the Copilot screens. Now here, the first thing what we are going to do, we're going to name it. Okay, so the name which Copilot has given is Copilot, so which is not what I want. I'll click on edit, and then I'll call this as maybe Girish Hotel Services. Okay, and I can pick up icon. Okay, so if I have any icon, I can select, I can change the icon over here. But I'm not going to do that for time being. For description is fine, I can add additional description. Instruction is all there. Now if I want to add a knowledge source, like if I already have Girish Hotel Services website, let's assume, then I can add it at the knowledge source. So take for example, I'll just give an example, like I'll add a knowledge source. I'll say I want a public website, and I already have this in my website. Okay, so I'm gonna give this information, say girishupal.com. Now what it will do, it will start parsing the pages of this website which you have provided, and I'll just say this is Girish website, and description is this knowledge source searches information found in this particular address. I'll click on add. So what it will do, it will start collecting the information from the website, and then it will start responding based on your request. Now, this will take some time for the information to be passed. And in the meantime, what we are going to do is we are going to explore some other feature set. Now, we have added a knowledge source for a website. There are various topics which we can add, but for time being, I'll just stick to whatever topic it has. It has a lot of system topics and custom topics like goodbye, greeting, lesson one, simple topic, and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you over here what all things it has. Then you can set up an action. Like actions are basically allowing the copilot to do some behavioral change. Like it can do something, it can pop up a message box, or maybe it can run a power automate flow. So those all things can be done. On the in the bottom you will see publish status as published, so that means the currently the bot is not published. Okay, now the bot is not published. What we can do, we can start exploring other components in the bot. Knowledge. Now we have already added Girish website as a knowledge base. We can add multiple knowledge over here. Topics. Now as you see over here, there are like various topics which are currently out of the box, like goodbye, greeting, simple topic with conditions, start over, thank you. So these are the kind of a boilerplate code which is already present. So take for example, if I go inside a topic, say goodbye, then if you see that this is the code for goodbye. Now if I type bye for now, bye now, goodbye, so those all things the system will recognize, so you need not even code for it. It is all there out of the box. Now if you want to navigate to various other topic, just click over here, and then you can click on greeting. So if you want to see the greeting part, it says good afternoon, good morning, hello, hey, hi. Now I can even edit the phrase. So if I say that in Australia, maybe just people say good day, okay, or maybe just say g day, then I can put that. Okay, so it depends on your region, on your greeting standards. I'll just put hola, and then it will recognize that, oh, this is something related to recognizing the intent of greeting. Okay, now actions, again I explained to you, like you can add an action to perform a specific task. Now the specific task can be an external system uh, uh, executing some task. We can make use of power automate in this case as well. Analytics will give you a Power BI dashboard. It will give you a lot of visuals in terms of how your bot is responding, the customer satisfaction, the various parameters like session details, session outcomes, escalation rate drivers, abandon rate drivers, and so on and so forth. I'm going to explain this in detail in some other video. And in channels, you can even publish your Copilot in various channels. Now there are a couple of channels which are currently available which we can use. However, if we tweak the authentication settings, then we can do a lot more. Now what I'm going to do, on the right hand side I can see that there is a Copilot testing interface. So here I'm going to say hello. Now, the moment I say hello, Copilot is gonna tell you, "Hello, how can I help you today?" I can just ask, say, who is Girish Uppal, because we are now configured the website to be using those information. Now it has already given you this information that Girish Uppal is like a Power Platform enthusiast. Now from where this bot is getting this information is from the knowledge base. Now it has also given you a citations of from where it is picking up this information. Similarly, you can ask for various questions. Now, I'm not going to go in much depth in this particular demo because we are just scratching the surface. On the left, in the middle section, now as I typed in this information and as Copilot given me this response, it will give you a path through which the Copilot has taken. Like it has taken that on unknown intent, it generated an answer. Okay, and then based on that answer I will be providing some more input. Now this is surfaced using Azure OpenAI, and you can extend this functionality based on your requirement. Now it has picked up conversational boosting topic. Now if I just type in say bye, okay, so that means I'm just closing the conversation. Now what it has done, it has uh, give you a response that says, would you like to end our conversation? And if I say yes, then it will stop the chat interface, right? So I said, did that answer your questions? And I'll say okay, yes, and then it will give you a survey form to respond. And then if I say okay, I just rated you like say 2, I'll say thanks for your feedback, can I help you with anything else? I'll just click on no, and your chat is now done. Okay, it'll say okay, goodbye. Now what we have done, we have built a chatbot, we have tested it, but if we want to use it somewhere else, like this is just an authoring interface, but we need to put this bot and give it to someone, right? So that means we will be taking this bot and putting it in some channel. Now the channel can be Teams, it can be Slack, it can be any other interface. For that purpose, what you need to do, you need to first publish the bot. Okay. Now I'll just publish the bot. Now it says choose publish to make the content available across all the channel that is connected to, and I'll click on publish. Now the moment your bot is published, it will generate a code behind, and then you can publish this information across various channels. Now I will explore the channel component in a separate video, but then I'll show you how to publish this particular bot in a demo website. Now, if I go to channels over here, you can see that there's telephony, Microsoft Teams, but I want to publish this bot to a demo website. Now, in order to do that, what you need to do something, you need to do change the authentication basically to kind of like a public website publish. Now, in order to do that, what you need to do is like you need to go to the settings section. So if I click on settings, then you will see various options like general, voice, advanced. Now if I go to voice, I can optimize it for voice. If I go to advanced, I can connect it to application insights. If I click on AI integration tool, I can connect it to various Azure AI services. If I want to use the generative functionality, I can use the generative preview functionality. Security, now this is the place whereby you can set up the authentication parameter. Now sharing is if you want to share this bot with an end user, like say if I want to share this bot with say Adele, I can type Adele's name and then this bot will be shared with Adele. But in this case, I'm gonna set up the authentication. I'll say currently it is authenticated with Microsoft. Okay, now what I'm gonna say, I want to publish this to a demo website. Demo website is basically publicly available channel, so then I need to use no authentication. So for that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this to no authentication and I'll click on save. Now this will prompt me that selecting no authentication means that anyone will access with this with the URL can access this Copilot, and say okay, this is fine. I'll just click on save, and then this particular Copilot is now publicly available. Now one more thing which you need to do, if I go to Copilot detail, it says my Copilot's name as Copilot. Now this has not changed the name. I'll just say Girish cleaning services, and I'll click on save. So it is, remember, you need to click on save. Once you click on save, this name will get changed to Girish cleaning services. Now it has done that, so I'm good with it. Now I'll just close the setting interface. The moment I do that, under channels, everything get lit it up, right? Now why? Because we have set the authentication to open. Now okay, I'm gonna publish it to a demo website. If I click on demo website, then I can put my own message. I can say welcome to Girish cleaning services, and I can put some conversation starters like hello, cleaning services, and timings and stored locations. I can put various parameters. Now this will be shown as a button, okay, once I publish this. So I'll just click on save, and now this is published to a demo website. So if I copy this URL and if I access it in a different tab, let's see what happens. So if I copy the published URL for a demo website, it will open a new website, and then within that website you will see a bot or a co-pilot being introduced over here. Okay, now the title which we have given has come over here, and the various services which we provide is listed as a button. Now I can directly either click here, then automatically it will start showing me over here. Like if I click on hello, then it should automatically come up over here. Now if you see over here, it is throwing me an error. It says sorry, something unexpected happened. Now if that's the case, then what you need to do is, like with the refresh, it won't work. What you need to do is, like if you made this change, remember, for every change you make, publish the bot. So if I publish the bot after making the change, then the error should go away. Okay, now I'm just republishing this bot after making the change of the demo website configuration. And once this Copilot is published, then if I refresh the screen, then the error should go away. So let me refresh the screen. Now, if you see over here, the error is gone, and now it says, "Hello, I'm Girish Cleaning Service, a virtual assistant." And then I can start asking questions. So let me ask you, who is Girish Uppal? And then it will start looking into the knowledge base, and then from that knowledge base it will start exploring the functionality, and then it will start giving you some information. And in the website I have some pages related to center of excellence. I know this is not related to the content of cleaning services, but then I'm just showing you an example of what all things the Copilot picks up from the website when it parses through the knowledge sources. Now here you can click on timings, and if you have a proper prompt created, then it will give you the response. Now in our case there is nothing of sort of timings, and that's why it has given you a response that I apologize for any confusion. Okay, because there is nothing related to timings. Now if we need to build a custom topic related to timings, and then it will start giving you the information. Similarly, if I click on store locations, it will find some store locations which are already available. Now this is coming out of the box, it is already configured out of the box, and that's why you can see Redmond, Seattle, and Kirkland. And based on that, if you select something, then if I click on Redmond, then it will give you the address details. Okay, now this is coming from out of the box topics. Now remember, whenever you're building a bot, you just need to remove the out of the box topic which is not relevant to your bot. So that's it, folks. What we have done over here is, like, we have just scratched the surface of creating a Copilot. We have published the Copilot to a demo website, and this is how the Copilot, once it is published, looks like. Now you can configure various other interfaces, which I will show you in my upcoming videos. But for this video, that's it. Thanks for watching.